and I'm going live across quite a few platforms tonight. So I'm on Instagram, I'm also on Facebook, across some group pages as well. So if you'd like to have a free psychic mediumship reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So it's actually been quite a very busy day for me. I also had quite a lot of people contact me after the show last night, which was quite, you know, so sometimes it's very daunting with what we do as a psychic medium, because you have to lift up the spirit with people, and you also have to make sure that that people are not suffering after you've actually read them. And I know that sounds hard, that's it's sort of quite hard to do. In when you are a psychic medium and you're up and coming, you should make sure that you're also caring for that person that you're actually reading for as well, such as you don't say to them things, which is what I've heard before. Oh, you haven't got long to live or anything like that, which is absolutely insane if someone says that to you, or to a person. However, if you'd like to come onto my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, then come over now to my page so I can actually see your questions come up, because I'm streaming across. I've got 3 screens up up in front of me already. Plus, I've got the radio screen, and we're also streaming live off a live 90.5 FM. So this is up in Baulkham Hills, and we have a beautiful team up here. And I'm also doing this Friday night. If you'd like to join me, we're doing a live. Well, it's actually not quite a live, it's actually in person, and I'm going down to Blacktown to actually help feed the homeless, or the people that are just a little bit less fortunate than myself. So if you have time on Friday night, and if you'd like to come down and bring some food down, or bring some clothing down that you're throwing out, or any shoes or anything like that, furniture, they'll accept furniture, shoes, clothing, kids' clothes, baby clothes, school clothes, anything that you're, wishing to throw out or put on the side of the road, then please get in contact with me so I can get somebody to pick it up, or get you to take it down to it's the old Masonic Hall down in Blacktown, and it's to help out to help and feed the homeless people there, and the people that are just a little bit less fortunate than we are. So I like to help humanity, and I also like to help people and not see them get ripped off. That's why I do this live. I do 4 nights a week, 2 hours each night, from Sunday 8 till 10, Monday 9 to 11, Tuesday 10 till 12, so I can capture the overseas audience, and then back again 8 till 10 on Wednesday night. So tell me where you're from if you're on one of my pages. So come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and tell me where you're from, suburb, state, and country, and county, so that I can see which country I'm actually helping. I'm just adjusting my chair, or trying to adjust my chair, because I felt like I was like a little peacock sitting up in the air before I started the live. So we're just going to go over to the page and say hello to quite a few people. So we've got Catherine Smythe. She says, hi from the UK. Thanks for joining me there, Catherine. That's so cool. I love it when I hit overseas, so that I can actually help the people over there as well. And like I said, the reason why I do this is because I'm tired of all the charlatans out there. I say this 100 times on air. If you want a real, genuine psychic medium, come over to me. I don't charge anything for these readings on the minis, but or on my pages. But if you'd like to have a private session, of course, that's got to that's my real time. I love around like anything. I always look for everything. So tonight I want to see if people, because I also encourage people to increase their psychic mediumship abilities. And what I want to do is ask you guys to tell me what color I've written down tonight. So I will write a color down, and actually I might write 2 colors down tonight. So I'll write 2 colors down, and you have to come up with those colors on my page. Okay, so let's go. So normally what I do is I'll add, say, when I first started teaching people, or sort of mentoring people online about their colors, I said to them, tell me what colors I've written down after 3 colors, and then the following week it might be, I've chosen three numbers between 0 and 10. What three numbers was it? And then sure as ever, people will get it right at the end of the night. So you don't guess the numbers, you actually tune into your spirit and you ask spirit to give you the first thing that comes up. So what I've noticed for myself over the last few months is that my spirit is very subtle. The messages that I get, and unless it's a remote viewing, which is what I do as well, and remote viewing means it's exactly, I see everything exactly out how you see it out of your eyes, and it's like a misty mirror. So the mirror is just a bit misty as you come out of the shower. Okay, so it's like I can't see the colors quite clear enough, or I can't quite see who the person is, but it's actually really like a hologram. That's how I see it. And just going back to the I forgot what I was going to say there on my train of thought. I must have a dementia patient. I've actually got pain in my neck too. So everything's coming through and hit me all at once just then. So I'll get back to that because I know what I was trying to get to. But anyway, we'll keep saying hello to people because I just feel like I've got a dementia patient and I can't think straight already. And I'm going to put the air on as well because it gets hot in here when you're touching base with spirit. That's what I was talking about. So when you have spirit talk to me, or when I hear the messages from spirit, it's very faint, and I have to say every single thing that I hear or feel, because if I don't, then sure as ever, it actually comes up with like alarm bells to me. It's like spirit saying, no, you got that wrong. It's like Chinese whispers. So if you're an up and coming psychic medium and you're having trouble and you keep saying to yourself, oh, I can't bring spirit through, I can't do this, I can't do that, well, spirit hears that as well, and it doesn't like the fact that you're actually saying that to him or her, whoever it is, because they want to know, they want to know that you're on track with them. They want to know that you're actually on the same wavelength as them. And I know that sounds quite weird, but if you're not on the same wavelength, then they can't keep relaying that message to you, if that makes sense. So the messages have to be clear and concise when you're talking about it, and you have to actually say exactly what you receive. If you don't say what you receive or what you feel or what you're actually just seen or heard or felt, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, then spirit will actually stop that message. That's how I got taught, and that's how I actually feel it does work for me. So yeah, so tell me what color I've chosen. I've chosen 2 colors, and it's not just from the rainbow. Okay, if that makes sense. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will be able to answer your questions live on my show. So I just want to say hello to a few people. So we've got Catherine Smythe. She's from the UK. Thanks for joining me. We've got Julie Polglay. She's here with me nearly every single night. I just love it. Omni Jerry, she's here nearly every single night. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining me. They have their own conversation in the background, and sometimes it's quite hard for me to surf through all the conversation, which is fantastic. I'm not criticizing. I love it because it just means that they're sharing the love. It's building a community for everybody to help each other. I've got Wendy Harvey. She's a darling as well. She's always here. We've got Wendy Merce Martin. She's always here with me as well. Diana Wilson. She's always here as well. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. We've got another lady here tonight. I can't say names. I'm absolutely hopeless with names, so I'll just spell it. Dhaneja, Elise Horton. I can say the last one. I don't like starting to read straight away, so I always like to make sure that I introduce everybody to the spirit world first. So we've got Joe Lister. So send me your questions in the Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And if you're on one of the group pages, then jump over to this page so I can see what's going on. If you're on a live 90.5 FM, I'll see if I can get over to that page during the evening. But if I'm not noticing you, then I can't see you if I'm not acknowledging you, okay? So Wendy's saying hello, everybody there. We've got Jess Harvey here. She's always with me as well. So she said, hi there. You did a reading for me last night, and I just thought with the car today, I just got my full license. Well done. There you go. Beautiful. So Willow Penfold, she's here most of the time. She says, hi, Leslie. How did your Friday night go? Okay, so what happened on Friday night was I had a message from Tash Flowers, and she said, Leslie, what's the address for to help, help serve food and help the homeless down in Blacktown. And I said, well, lovey, it's actually 31st Street, Blacktown. However, it's actually the following Friday. And she goes, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm ready now. So she said, well, I'll just go anyway. And I thought, okay, well, that blows my night out, because I couldn't let her go down there by herself, Willow. And so I ended up changing all my plans for that night. I had so much to do. And I said, oh, well, I'm going to be going down to Blacktown that night. So I went down there and helped feed the homeless and serve the food and do what I had to do and talk to people, and make sure that they felt comfortable with, going forward and stuff like that. And Tash was with me the whole time. It was such a beautiful evening. And I didn't realize till I don't know, she said something to me earlier in the evening, and I thought, gee, she must have came through by train, and Spirit said that too. And I thought, nah, couldn't be all that way, And sure as ever, Tash had traveled 1 hour to get from her home with her son all the way to Blacktown. And I said, look, I'm not allowing you to actually, catch a train home. I'm going to drive you home. So I drove them home as well. And I never got home till like 11 o'clock that night. But anyway, it was an amazing evening. I don't regret anything of it. And, if you're in the area this coming Friday night, which is the original one, then come down to Blacktown, to the 31st Street. If you've got any clothing or anything like that, shoes, toys, anything for babies, just anything, furniture, food especially, and waters and stuff like that, then bring it down to or contact me, and I will get somebody to pick it up for you. If it's not this week, it'll be next week, but the main week that we're going down there is this Friday night, so that's the 11th of February. So we've got here, so Willow's from Queensland. We've also got here Karen Wern. She's always here with me as well. Hi, Leslie. Have a great night. Thank you, lovey. And Nancy Mills. She's a sweetheart as well. She says, lovely to see you. So we've got a couple of colors here. So I'm doing, if you've just tuned in, I'm doing, Are You Psychic moment again, because I do this often on my show to help people increase their psychic ability so they can help people around the world like me. And I've chosen 2 colors, okay? And it's not just from the rainbow. So I'm not giving away any colors of this one here now tonight. So are you psychic? Then tune into your spirit guides, and also make sure that you ask spirit for the message. Don't just guess the message, okay, guys? So I'm just writing down these. So, and I'm not going to tell you what the colors are until the halfway mark, because I feel that if I give it away, I've got to choose another color. Okay, so I'm just adjusting this aircon here. But yeah, so keep choosing your colors or talking to spirit, because some people looks like to me, some people are on fire here. They're already, okay, there's 2 colors that I've chosen. So you must choose the 2 colors, and keep going with that. So we've got Emily Brooker, thanks for joining me. Claire Dodson, thanks for joining me. Okay, so Dahlia Elise Horton, she says, I'm new here, by the way, thank you. What have we got here? So I'm just going to keep going. We've got Tegan, she's always with me as well. So keep choosing. Let's see what we can do with these colors tonight. Let's see how many people get the exact 2 colors, okay? So I'm just going to continue going until somebody gets the exact numbers. The exact colors tonight. Then I'll do numbers after. I'll do numbers on the second hour. So Rosie Stevens says, hi, Leslie, thank you for joining me. So we're going to be talking a little bit about karma tonight as well. So people remind me, and the other night I actually sent those people that I forgot to do a prayer. I sent them the prayer actually on my live comment section, so they would have seen that as well. So we've got some people from YouTube here. So Donna Marie Higney, she says, hi, can I have a reading, please? Can you see Yumi having more kids? Yes, I do. I do see you having more kids, Donna. And I feel like there's 2 times kids already. Okay, well, 2 more. They're saying to me. So brace yourself. Looks like to me a girl and a boy, and not in any order. They just said to me, because I feel like they can swap really quickly. And I'll leave it there. So keep posting up your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will answer that for you. So I'm just going to stroll ahead on my iPad here. So we've got a lot of people guessing the numbers. Stimmy's Triumphia. Oh, that's an unusual name. Amy Kitchener, thank you for joining me. We've also got Andy Daniels, thank you for joining me. Jess Harvey, thank you for joining me. Bradley Wallops, my old high school friend, thanks for joining me, Brad. Claire Dodson, who else have we got here? Quite a few people. Delma Armfield, she's with me most of the time here as well. So we're going to go into more readings, guys. So send me some more questions now. So I want to receive some questions. I want some unusual questions because I like to have a challenge. And whoever the next person's coming up has got something wrong with their ear. And Donna, is that you? Is that you? Or am I going back to you, or am I going to another person? So I feel like it's either Jess Harvey or Amy Kitchener. I feel like I've got something not right with my ear. It feels like it's itchy. So I get all the senses. So if it sounds weird to the listeners on radio here, I actually get all the senses. So I hear it, I feel it, I smell it, I see it. I can pull through energy. So it's called psychometry. When I can just grab the pen that you've been using and pull through energy really quickly. And I don't miss a beat with my numbers as well. So my numbers are flash past me. They used to flash past me like that ad with Red Bull with wings where they used to fly past. But now they give me a target and I've got to be really, really quick when I'm in flight. I call this in flight. So half the time I can't remember what I've said. And if I've read you, sometimes I'll see the name and I think I've read you because they say, no, leave her and move to the next person or something like that. So I just want to say hello to some of the people on Instagram as well. So Donna Marie Higney, she's just joined on Instagram as well. So I'll leave that one there for a second. Hold on. So we're just getting that adjusted. So let's go back to Amy. And she says, I'd love a reading today. Anything ahead for me? So Amy. Wow. I don't know why, but I'm going to say it there, Amy. But I feel like there's issues down in the ovary department there, and they're saying to me PCOS or you've got endometriosis or something's not right in that department, like cysts on the ovary. So I want you to get that checked for me, please. If that's not right now, there's somebody around you, a young lady around you that's got that issue because I feel it quite strong. Now it's gone away. So when I receive my messages of my feeling messages from spirit, what I receive is like if it's a heart attack or if it's something to do with somebody's heart. Sometimes it's hard to determine whether it's a heart attack or it's a broken heart because I get the same feeling sometimes. It's like a pinging. It's like someone's just flicked me and it flicks me in the heart or it flicks me in the ear or I get pain in the ear or I'll get a sore neck or my shoulder. I can't lift my shoulder up if there's some issues with the person's shoulder. That's what I'll sense. That's what I'll receive. So I just want to say too with you, Amy, going forward, there's a lot of miscommunication around you, and I also get the number 16 around you. So 1 and 6 is 7. So we've got the number 7 around you, which I feel like that number is significant. So and that's the month of July as well. If that's not significant to you, it's going to be around somebody around you. And I feel like that's a birthday as well, because I just said birthday. And I also get the number 11 and 7. So we're going back to the 7 again. So just plain 7, not just 16. Okay, so keep them numbers in mind if they don't resonate right now, but they will come up. So normally when I do my private readings, what happens is that spirit will give me a whole dump of information at the start, and it starts scrambling for me. And then what will happen is it'll actually everything will start to link up by the end of the private reading. It's really quite bizarre how it works. And so I'll get a whole dump of numbers. I'll get either names or suburbs or whatever that may be, and then all of a sudden the person has psychic amnesia. We always used to say that when we do our live platform shows. They get psychic amnesia and they can't remember. Then all of a sudden it'll link up by the end of it. It's really quite cool how it happens. And I say cool because that's spirit doing that for me. So we're just going to go to Andy Daniels. She says, hope you are doing well and well rested from Melbourne. Turquoise, she said. So that's the colour. Yes, as you're from Melbourne, Andy. Thanks for joining me. So Rosie Stevens says pink and purple. I'm not giving away the colour because I want to see if you guys have a second thought or have a second go at spirit, okay? So keep going with that. So Amy Kitchener said turquoise and pink. So we're playing a game. What 2 colours have I chosen tonight and written down on my paper? Because we play the game Are You Psychic? So I need you guys to step up as well because the ones that are in here, I know who they are, and I've said it before, they're the ones that actually need to start tuning in more so that they can help people like me as well. So we've got Dahinja, I think that's how you spell it, Hinaja, I can't pronounce that name. So blue and green, she says. We've got Claire Dodson, she says teal and purple. We've got Willow, red and green. We've got Claire Dodson says, big changes happening at work at the moment. Any guidance would be so much appreciated. So Claire, with you, I feel like that you need to step back a bit and look at the big picture. They're saying to me, be the spider on the wall there. Don't open your mouth, zip it up, keep everything quiet, and don't jump onto any side of the fence. They're saying to me, sit on the fence, because it's really important that you don't take sides, okay? And that's really, really, really important. They're also showing me too, there's opportunity for managerial or stepping up to supervisor level, or some form of different changes that is going to step up a bit, okay, in that role. And I also see for you as well going forward, there's number 11 again for you, which I had that for the last person, so that's 2. So I also get the number 2, so that's February month. That's this month. It's going to be huge changes this month. And it's going to be really busy too, Claire. So brace yourself, get enough rest right now this week, because the rest of the month is going to be flat out. And I'll leave it there. So we've got Wendy Harvey. She says black and white. Good try. Love it. Tahinja said, do you see my aunt being pregnant anytime soon? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't like doing the pregnancy ones because I don't like getting it wrong. But I've actually had a message, and I'm not allowed to say anything until she comes out, because she's only 8 weeks in. But I said that a lady was pregnant a few weeks ago, and she couldn't say anything on the live because her sister-in-law was there, I think. And sure as ever, she is pregnant. She messaged me, and then I said to her, when can we tell everybody? Because I want to tell everybody, because I love it. And she says, no, not now. And I said, all right, we'll wait and see. When you're ready, I'm ready. But as long as I don't say her name, and I can't remember her name anyway, but because it's an unusual name, but I don't want to say anything more about that, because she will come out and tell everybody when she's ready, and that's going to be very exciting, and I can't wait to. So Wendy Merce March said, do you see any changes going forward for my walking? Ooh, walking. So yes, I do. If you get some physio, my dear, of course, and that's just common sense. That's just like a typical PT. I'm a personal trainer as well, and I think it might be you with the ear. Is there something wrong with the ear? Because I need to itch my ear. What's going on there as well? Have you had some sensation or something not right with your ear, or is it Catherine Smythe there, or is it Miss Horton? I'll have to say her that, or Wendy. Who is it around there? Because I'm getting that sensation in my ear again. I didn't have that when I started, so it's got to be around one of you ladies. I'm not sure who, but yeah. Who was I with? Yeah, so going back to Wendy, to going forward with your walking. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things going on there, Wendy, and I feel like that they show me either a walking stick or walking frame. Is that you, or is that someone else around here? Because I've got about 3 or 4 energies at the moment. It's quite difficult to actually determine who's who in the zoo here. So it must be either one of these ladies. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, because I'm going to come back to you. So remind me to come back to you there, Wendy, please, because I'll find it. So we've got Catherine Smith. She says, when will I move house, please? Quite desperate to get somewhere else. Yes. Why am I getting 6 to 8 here? And I feel like 6 to 8 weeks there's going to be some changes around you. So have you got your boxes packed already, or you're just about collecting them? Because I see boxes everywhere. And so, yeah, that's really important that you get all your ducks in a row with that, as well as they're saying to me, don't just settle for the first property. It's going to be the second property. That's what I'm seeing for you as well. And do you suffer with like itchy nose or allergies or something like that? Because I feel like I want to sneeze, and I feel like I want to, that my nose is really quite itchy. It actually is making my eyes water. It makes me want to itch my nose. So I'll leave that there. So we've got Donna Marie Higney. She says, I have a girl 11 and a boy 9. Will I have twins? Yes, I have a bad ear. Okay, so that's her. That's the one that I found. Okay, right. So Donna, yes, I've got it. So she says she's got 2 kids now. Okay. So that makes sense, boy and a girl. That's beautiful. Yeah, and twins. Ooh. Now, who was it? I don't know if it was you or another lady that was on with me a couple of weeks ago that I said twins around, and I'd have to go back a lot of lives to actually see that. But I think it might have been you there, Donna. I don't know, because I remember your name. Look, they're saying to me, I don't know. I get the number 2 around you again, but I don't know if that means twins. I'd have to tune in a bit longer for that one, and I'm being honest with that. I don't like saying anything about children. So I'll leave that one there. I'm going over to Amy Kitchener. She says, feel like it might be me. Had a rough few days looking to see what's ahead. Okay. Rightio. So Amy there. And I've still got that weird sensation in my ear, so that's really annoying for that lady. Wow, it's really annoying me. So we've also got the number 12 around you there, Amy. I'm just asking Spirit to take that away. 12 around you, so 1 and 2 is 3. So we've got the month of March. I feel like that month is going to be significant for you as well. And looking forward, they're saying to me, save your money because the pennies are going out. And when I see the pennies, they're actually like the Roman type ancient history, pennies that you see in the Roman days, like the ones that they save and they put into the pirates' chest and stuff like that. That's how I see them, and I can see them just being flicked out. So that means that, and they're showing me the pockets are empty. So when I see the pockets, they pull up the pockets and they show me that they're empty, and they say to me, "Don't worry, they're going to fill up, and they're going to fill up double." Okay, so that's going to be after March, April. I'm getting that for you. So things are going to change for you. So brace yourself and save your money in the meantime, because even though you're getting more money coming in, that you need to save your money anyway before that period of time before the money comes in, if that makes sense, Amy. So and keep your chin up too. There's a lot of misfortune going around you at the moment, and you're taking on board all the other people's issues and all the other people's load, I should say, on your shoulders, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and I don't feel as much anxiety as I did for everybody last night. There was a lot of people anxious last night, but tonight I don't feel there's a lot of anxiety around you, even though that could escalate at any moment for you because you're that kind of person. But you've got it under control, and Spirit's saying to me they're quite proud of you because you've actually been through a few hard obstacles, but you're getting through it like you're plowing through it. So just keep going. They're saying to me, don't stop in the middle, So if you're going through hell, don't stop in the middle. And I'll leave it there. So Rosie Stevens, she says, hi, Leslie. I'm with my mate that's first time listening. I'm here for birthday and sadly lost her dad recently. Wondering if there's any messages for us. So is that your birthday, Rosie? Is that what you mean? I'm here for birthday. Okay, so right. That's really cool. I also get itchiness around the neck area or allergies around for this person as well. So either you, Rosie, your friend, or the dad that used to get allergies. I feel like he used to have a really quite itchy beard, and because he's showing me that he had like a 3-day growth, and he's showing me that his beard used to be itchy. He used to be always scratching, always trying to do something with his beard. He's saying to me it used to be scaly, and they're quite a character because they don't hold back sometimes. And he was quite I looked to the right because I could see him on the right, and he showed me that it was partially grey. He says I had patches of little patches in between the beard. He's saying to me as well. And did he have an earring, or is there somebody around you that has that grey type of texture on his face, as well as having patches, as well as the right earring or something like that? Because he said, I'm like a pirate. I've got an earring in my ear. And I also see with him as well that there's he's also shown me white car. So what's with the white old-fashioned car? Did he used to drive one? He's saying to me column shift. So I feel like this was a column shift car. And it's not like and he couldn't spell properly because I can't spell now. I can't write. So was he not able to read and write, or was that the grandfather before? Because he's just saying to me, I couldn't read, I couldn't write, because I couldn't write even column shift, and I don't know how to write it. So that's really quite bizarre. I've never had that before, column shift on the actual steering wheel. The steering wheel was quite big too, and he used to lean his arm outside of the window. Did he smoke? Because he's showing me that he had his smokes rolled up in his sleeve. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing with him, and it's like he said to me, I was like Fonzie. I used to have my hair slicked back. If that's not you or your dad, that's either the grandfather or somebody around here. And I'm just putting them up on the screen on Facebook because I feel really strong. And I don't say these things because I'm making it up. It's because I actually physically see it. So it's one of those people around there. So either Amy Kitchener or somebody like that, Kerry. So somebody like that. That's what I'm seeing. I also feel for you there, Rosie, that the number 11 for you also is significant. So we've got the month of February, so number 2. So the number 2 for February is quite significant for you. Is there another couple of birthdays coming up by the end of the month or crossing over into March? They said / March. So and they're also saying that April's going to be extremely busy, and May you're going to be flowing out some money. So save your money now there, Rosie, because it's going to be leaving your hand, they're saying to me. What's the saying? Left to leave, right to receive. So if you get an itchy palm on the left hand, it's leaving. If you get an itchy palm on the right hand, it's receiving. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. If you've got a validation from any of the evenings that I've done or anything like that, so please post it up on my page. So we've also got here Wendy Kuzik. She says, hi, Leslie. We've got Tracy Gibson. She's watching. Thank you. She says, hi, everyone. Rosie said, yes, mine. What's that mean, Rosie? I've got to scroll back a bit. Wow. Sometimes it gets a bit hard doing this by yourself. Amy Kitchen says, yes, I had an injury a few days ago and earache now and other symptoms. Okay. I actually feel like that, yeah, see, it's gone for me now there, Amy, the ear, but you might have actually perforated the eardrum, they're saying to me. And if you're getting pain on that side, on that neck, just please go and get that checked at the doctor, because I just feel like that is going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. So Rosie Stevens said she's recently lost her dad on Saturday. Okay. A walking frame. That's right, Wendy. Thank you. I think it's for my mate, Rosie. Okay, yeah. So sometimes what happens lately, or for me lately, is that spirit. I like to read people one by one and keep going through. However, what happens is that spirit's energy is so strong lately that it actually just comes through and it just gives me all these people in a row. And I'm going, oh my God, they're all giving me a message at the same time. So I've got to choose who it is in the Facebook Live. It's quite hard sometimes because you're actually just getting smashed. So you'd imagine all these people talking to you all at once, and you're going, hang on a second, hang on a second, hang on a second. And they're all trying to come through and go, no, it's my turn. No, it's my turn. And some of them are quite pushy. If they were pushy in when they were living, they're actually going to be pushy when they're in the past. Okay, so I'm just going to go back over to Miss Horton. She says, do you see my aunt getting pregnant? If so, what gender? Because my aunt had 2 dreams about being pregnant and it was a boy. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I do see her getting pregnant, and I do see another boy. So, and I'll leave that there. Big changes happening. I've done that one. Oh, okay. So Amy says my sister is expecting in July. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, lovely. It's gonna be cutie. Do they know what the sex is there, Amy? Because I feel like it's going to be a boy as well. I just said boy. Boy in July. That's beautiful. We've got Kerry Magnus. She says, hello, would love a reading, please. Anything for me. So, Kerry, can you tell me where you're from, suburb, state, and country, guys, so I can see who I'm helping around the world? I'm just going to scroll forward before I read her. So, Sharon Circle says, thank you for putting my mind at ease that the job I chose to take was the right one for me. I would like to know if in the next few weeks I will start to feel like I know what I'm doing in the job. That's very cute. I'll come back to you, Sharon. So I'm going to write that down because I've got to do Kerry, sorry. But I just thought I'd scroll ahead because I know it's a girl. Okay, well then there's a boy coming too, Amy. Okay, just so you know, it's gonna be straight after the girl. That's what I'm getting here. So Kerry Magnus, she says Melbourne, Australia. Thank you. I'm just going back here to Kerry. So she says, I love a reading. So what I get for you there, Kerry, is number 23 around you, and 26. I also get 27. So what are those numbers to you? So we've got the 5, the 8, and the 9. So you've got those months there. You've got May, August, and September. So they're going to be significant months. I also feel like November is going to be very time consuming for you as well, and save your money because you're going to need it when the time it gets to May as well. So it looks like it's a theme tonight for financial for everybody to start to lift up and start look at their finances. And are you methodical with everything that you do there, Kerry? Because it just showed me you writing lists out for everything. Like everything's got a list, everything's got its place. It's OCD. Everything's got its place, they're saying to me. Everything, even everything that you do is got, everything's meticulous. If that's not you, it's somebody around there. It's like either Claire or Amy Kitchener or we've got Wendy, but I actually feel like it might be you, Claire. Sorry, Sharon. Yeah. So what I'm getting also for this reading with you, Kerry, is that the month of September is going to be significant changes as well. So coming up in September, just brace yourself because there's going to be a few obstacles. And I also feel like that you had an elderly grandmother in with either dementia, or they weren't sound of mind, if that makes sense. So they couldn't string some words together. It's like they either had a stroke, and I feel like I can't talk. I feel like I have, like, my tongue is tired. So they either had a stroke or they've had some form of Bell's palsy, stroke, or something like that I'm getting, because it's all on one side. I can feel it all on the right side for this lady. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. If you could validate that, that would be amazing. So Catherine Smythe, she says, will my daughter's anxiety stop her from passing her main exams this summer? Lovey, if you can get her to have, when I did do my exams, I used to lecture anatomy and physiology as well. So when I did my exams and all that kind of stuff for that, I used to take magnesium. It used to help me relax my mind, and it used to make me relax my muscles, make me sleep better. So I don't feel like that she's sleeping well. So maybe have a look at boosting up her immune system with the natural minerals. Okay, so look at your zinc, your iron, your, like, all those what do you call it? Essential minerals. That's what they're called. Okay, so just look at that. Maybe even just get a naturopath to just double check everything's all tickety boo before she goes into her exam, so that she's got to step up for that. Okay, because otherwise she's going to go in there feeling very anxious, very nervous. I do feel like that she'll get through it. I do feel like that she's going to pass as well, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. She just needs to make sure she's focused exactly on the topic. Don't get off track. So we've got Wendy Harvey here. She says, the last 2 days I've had problems with electrical power points. One day, then lights. The next tonight. She says, all seems to be fixed now. What is going on? Well, you probably, if you've been on my shows long enough to know that it could possibly be spirit. If it's fixed itself, it's spirit. Now, it's funny how you say that, because it would have been, oh, geez, I had a really sorrowful story that I heard, and it really upset me. It would have been at least 3 months ago now. And sure as ever, I was crying in my bathroom, and all of a sudden the downlight in the bathroom started flickering, Wendy, right? It started flickering, and it was like a sign from spirit. And I swear to God, on my life and my daughter's life, it was a sign from spirit just telling me, and the universe and God and whoever else is up there, telling me that everything's going to be okay. And I feel like for you that everything's going to be okay there, Wendy. Okay, and I'll leave it there, because I feel like that's just a message. If they're fixing themselves, and my light just went straight back to normal, all of a sudden it's gone off and flickering and carrying on. I'm thinking, oh gosh, I'm going to have to go and change this light bulb now. Sure as ever, when I thought that in my head, it turned back on, and it hasn't missed a beat since. So you can imagine being in my shoes all the time. And I'll leave it there. So we've got here another Buzini Salah7 on Instagram. Thanks for joining me. So hi guys on Instagram. We've also got Kerry Magna. She says red and orange for the colours. So we're playing a game tonight, Are You Psychic? And I've chosen 2 colours at the beginning of the show. So I want to find out if you're psychic or not. So you need to talk to your spirit guides and ask them to show you the colours, or you'll hear the colours or you'll see the colours. Okay, so let's keep going. So we've got Willow Penfold. She says, can you see if a teacher modified her website after I asked for a refund? Oh my gosh. Or did I not pay enough attention when I applied for the course? Ooh, I think the later one there, Lovey. I actually think both, to be honest. I actually feel like they've changed it so that you didn't ask for the refund. I feel like it's a private course, and it's actually quite expensive. That's what I get as well. And I do feel like that you didn't pay enough attention as well. But that you can always go back in the background on those type of websites, because they have an activity status there of what's actually been changed. So you'll be able to ask for that, I'm pretty sure, if it goes legal. So maybe you should ask her for that. So Rosie Stevens says crimson and white, says my friend. Okay, I'm not telling anybody what the colours are until the halfway mark, and we haven't got much longer to go till the halfway mark, so the first hour in. So Vanessa Brown, she says, hello, I would love a love reading. Do you see anyone in the near future? So Vanessa, I actually get to around 6 to 8 months time, things are going to change. They're also saying to me that there's no rush for you, okay? You need to get all your ducks in a row. You need to get everything of your luggage out of the suitcase and make sure it's all packed up properly, if that makes sense. That's an analogy. And what that means is that you've got some things that are actually just dragging you down and holding you back, okay? So when you have things holding you back, Spirit will put little obstacles in your road so that you learn your lessons along the way. So there's some lessons that you haven't learned, okay? So you actually, they're saying to me also that you still look for the same person, the similar persons as what you've had before. And that's not working for you, okay? So we need to make sure that you're looking and striving and set a level, set a boundary, set a level and what type of person that you want, and you'll get it. So I highly recommend going to watch The Secret, because The Secret is actually a documentary on all the laws of attraction. So what they say, what you ask for, or what you actually put energy into, what you focus goes on, your energy goes on, is what you receive. So if you're just accepting anything, Vanessa, or anything that comes along from the past, then you haven't learnt your lessons, okay? Because you can't just jump in head first and think that person's going to set the same expectations that you have, because they're not. So you need to set your boundaries first, and there's a little bit of more work to be done on you before you actually get to your partner. So let's just go back a bit into the live Facebook page. So if you've just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. I'm streaming live off 7 platforms tonight, including Instagram as well. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do a free reading for you. So I get drawn to people. So whatever spirit tells me, if I've missed you, it doesn't mean that I don't want to read you. It's because someone else's energy or some other spirit's energy has come through, and it's very important that I actually follow what spirit tells me. That sounds really crazy. I know I don't have one eye in the middle of my head, but clearly that's what happens with spirit. And any real genuine psychic medium will tell you that. So we've also got here I'm just trying to find that validation. So Catherine Smythe, she said, "You're so correct. My daughter has nightmares and post-traumatic stress disorder and sleeps very bad." Thank you. So those, Catherine, so just going back to the essential minerals, I don't feel like that she's eating well enough, and that's not getting her through things, okay? So when you look at hormone levels, and when you look at, and I'm not going to go into a lecture that I used to do, but when you look at hormone levels and things like that with younger people as they're growing, they need to have everything balanced. If things aren't balanced in the body, then the mind's not balanced either. Then they can't sleep, and it's just like this spiral effect. It just gets worse and worse. It's like a vicious circle. So we need to get the nutrition right first, so that she can actually cope with the sleep. And then once the sleep pattern is fine, then she'll be able to have a lot more success with her anxiety, and that anxiety will be reduced. Okay, and that's not a guarantee. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying this is how I would have lectured it, and this is how we would help our PT clients as well. So I'm just going back to my Facebook page on the live Facebook here. So we've got Willow Penfold. She says, "Leslie, thank you, Leslie. It is a private, expensive course, yes, and I paid a large amount of money in January for mid-March commencement. Within 4 days of my January payment, I requested a refund, knocked back." There must be a clause in there, Willow. There's definitely must be a clause in there, and I feel like it might have been 30 days or something like that before you started the course that you actually have to pull out of that course. Okay, so you might be able to defer it. I actually feel like it might be better to defer it for that course. Even though you've paid the money, you might need the money, but I feel like you still need to do the course and then but defer it to another date. And I feel like that's going to be around the middle of the year for you, lovey. And I'll leave it there. So Catherine Smythe says, she says, "Oh my God, yes, she won't eat at all at school till she comes home. Poor soul is suffering and won't listen to me." Yes, because so when they don't eat there, Catherine, their mind is actually just starving, okay? So your mind needs, for anybody to sleep normal, we used to lecture that the mind needs at least 120 grams of carbohydrates to be able to function, let alone sleep, per day. So if they're not eating right, they're not eating at all, they can't think straight, okay? And then they do this intermittent fasting, and that's another story. So, but that's how the mind works. I pretty much, for myself there, Catherine, I actually eat a lot, and I train once or twice a week, sometimes 3 if I can fit it in because I'm very busy. But I eat the same amount of food, and that's just me because I'm so used to it. I know what to do with my body. But for younger people, they need to actually eat the right amount of food for their brain to be able to function so that they can get through the courses and so that they can get through their study and their exams, if that makes sense. So what else have we got here? So I'm just going to go back to the live feed. I'm just going to scroll forward. So if you've just placed any messages in my feed, then please do it again, because I have to scroll right forward because the screen is jumping so much forward. So Amy Kitchener, she said, you wrote about PCOS, and number 7 is number 7 is cis expecting a girl. I have to see a specialist from my fall and not allowed to drive, feeling anxious about it. Fingers crossed it's okay. Everything will be okay, lovey. You just need to be positive. Everything's going to be okay. I feel a bit of anxiety around you too. What have we got here? So Wendy said, Leslie, I love that you try to go back, as many feel they haven't been seen. Yeah, so that's exactly right. So if I've got 6 or 7 platforms plus radio, there's a lot for me to think about, plus do my reading as well, guys. So it's a lot of things. I don't see any other psychic medium doing what I do. And then trying to pull through spirit at the same time. It's a lot of work. So there you go. So Kerry had Bell's palsy. There you go. I knew somebody had it. I just couldn't pinpoint exactly who it was. And that's what I mean. The spirit energy is quite strong, but I knew somebody had it. So we've got here, what time is it? So I'm about 10 minutes behind here. So I'm going to scroll forwards. Okay. So Catherine Smash said, I didn't know magnesium helped with that. I will get her some. Thank you. Yes. So when you go and get any type of vitamin or mineral, you need to make sure that it's a really good brand, because there's a lot of other crappy stuff in the cheapy stuff, but anything's better than nothing if you can't get the the really good brand at the moment. Just anything is better than nothing. And the vitamin D, your zinc, especially zinc for the mind as well there, Catherine, is fantastic. I'm also hearing for your daughter too. There's some other little social issues going on there, and I keep coming back to you because spirit keeps pushing me back to you. But I feel like there's some social issues that are not right there with your daughter. That's why she's not eating. Okay, and I'll leave it there. So we've also got here. So if you've just posted your questions up, please do it again, because I'm actually trying to go back and forth. It's quite it's a lot of stuff coming through here tonight. So Rosie Stevens says, validation, some of what you've said with Siggy's and Beard, but I think our spirits may have crossed when you say car and column shift. Well, if that's not your grandfather or that person, then it's somebody around there, because I saw whoever I said earlier. I can't remember who it was, but I said earlier. But I feel like you're going to find that out anyway. And we'll keep going forward. So I'm playing the game. Are you psychic tonight? So tell me what 2 colors I chose at the beginning of the night, okay? So you've got another 11 minutes before I announce the 2 colors, and I'm going to choose numbers tonight again. So we've got Jamie Lee. I would love a reading, please. Big changes are happening for me at the moment. It's a bit overwhelming. So if there's changes coming along for anybody, I highly stress not to get too upset or worried about it, because you're actually exasperating the issue. Okay, so if you haven't seen The Secret, I harp on this all the time. If you haven't seen The Secret, then you need to watch The Secret, because that is going to give you some answers. And that's how I got my home. That's how I got my job. That's how I manifested my radio shows. That's how I manifested everything, even to the point where the day, so you need to go over to that in YouTube and look up The Secret, because it's in the full documentary. It's a bit boring at the start, but the message will be loud and clear by the time you've actually gotten to the end of it. Okay, and be patient with it, because I know that for myself, if it wasn't for that documentary, I never would have got my home. I never would have got my car. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So it's really important that you understand the laws of attraction and what you're actually manifesting. So when you say things like, Jamie, you say big changes are happening for me at the moment, it's a bit overwhelming. So when things are overwhelming, it's causes anxiety and worry. And when you worry about something that hasn't happened, it causes more anxiety. So that escalates up and up and up, and then you don't sleep, and then it gets more anxious. You get more anxious and things like that. So it's a matter of pulling back the reins, stepping back and looking at the big picture. So the hardest thing for people most of the time is that they're caught inside the picture, whether it's pretty or it's sad or whatever the picture is. You need to pull back out of it and have a look what's going on around you. And then I feel like things are going to change, because you're going to say, well, you know what, I got through that was more traumatic. I got through this time. I'm going to get through the next time. Okay. And look for the positive side of things. So when people are more grateful for what they've got, I've just uh, there's a lot of things that have happened during the week for me with people, and it's very traumatic, that the stuff that I hear and see, and the readings that I do for people. So if your life is not so bad, and you're walking and you're talking and you're breathing, then you're having an amazing life. Let me tell you, because some of the stuff that I've seen, and when you're a medium as well, you see all the past loved ones. Okay, so it's past. It's all about the negative side of being past, and that's where other people have the trauma. Because they're missing that loved one, or they're missing that person. So if things aren't so bad on your side, you have a look at the big picture and you'll realize how lucky you are. And that's what I feel with you. So don't look at it. Don't look at it as it being an overwhelming thing. Look at it as a positive and turn it around. Okay. So this is where people go wrong. They don't turn things around. So when you have things that are actually sad, you need to actually point yourself in a direction that lifts you up, that makes you happy. For example, if you haven't listened to music for a while, people say that music's like the soul of your heart, because it's so lifting. And if you're feeling upset, all you've got to do is turn on something that you enjoy to listen to, and it will change your whole persona in your body. All your hormone levels will be lifted. Even going for a walk will change things as well. So, and I'll leave that there. So Catherine Smythe, she says, "You're so correct. My daughter has nightmares and post-traumatic and sleeps very well." Sorry, I've already did that one. So tell me what questions you have. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we've got Samantha Borg. She says, "Hi there, good evening. I'm from Mornington in Pennsylvania, in Vic. Would love a reading, please." So we're going over to you, Samantha. And I'm just going to do a general for you. And I don't know why, but I see earrings, or I see something not right with ears, or the earlobes or something like that. Is it what's going on there? Is it you, or is it somebody around you that has the earlobes are a bit more wider than normal, if that makes sense? So they put I don't know, something in it to make the lobes a bit wider. That's what I'm seeing around you. If that's not you, it's somebody else in there, because I see that really clearly. Either Sandra Dorr or Dwayne Mercer, somebody, Jamie, or somebody around you in this live here. So I'm also feeling like for you too, Samantha, that the number 12 is significant. So I'm not going to go further. And they're saying to me March. They don't want me to say 3 though. So they're just saying to me March is significant for you, and a number 12. And I also get the number 16 around you, and 18. So what are those numbers? They're coming up with 22 as well. So you got the 4, and you got the April. So March and April is going to be significant for you, and I feel like there's birthday and anniversary there, or they're showing me contract as well. So you're either signing paperwork, or it looks like either it could be when I see contracts, or it could be a will, it could be a job description, it could be a property contract, or court papers. So there's either one or four, and it looks like something to do with either court or they're saying, I just got the word custody. I don't know why I'm seeing that. So if that's not you, it's somebody around there. So court papers with custody. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. So, and I also want to say for you too, that keep everything a little bit zipped up. Don't tell too many people your problems. Don't tell anybody that you've got issues here, or money there, or whatever you've got, because people are a little bit. I'm seeing the venom come down the face here on the chin, and I'm seeing it as a bit green. And when I see it green, when spirit shows me green, there's jealousy around you. So keep things on low key for a while, okay? Because that's going to be very good for you if you do that. Because otherwise, people are going to be just doing their little bit of sabotaging in the background. I think you know what I mean by that. So keep it zipped up. They're saying to me, don't. I know you're proud of what you've got and what you've done, but yeah, keep it zipped up for now. And I'll leave it there. I'm going to scroll ahead here. What else have we got? So we've got Catherine. She says, "Oh my God, yes, she won't eat it all at school till she comes home. Poor soul." Okay, we've done that. I've done that before. So we've got here Willow. She said, "Thank you, Leslie. It is a private, expensive course." We've done that one. I have to scroll forward. Wow, it keeps jumping on me. Right, what have we got here? So if you're on one of my group pages, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, so that I can see your questions here. I'm just scrolling it forward. If you posted up a question I've missed you, just keep posting it up, because I have a lot of questions and a lot of numbers coming through, and I also have a lot of colors because we're doing a game tonight. So we've got 5 minutes to go before the game finishes. So if you're a psychic medium or an up and coming psychic medium, then post on my page the 2 colors that I wrote down at the beginning of the night. Okay, so we've got a validation here. Gwen, she says validation from previous reading. She said 9H dash I. She said, "I am learning to read the playing cards." Oh, right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Because last night I said 9 of Hearts, and she says, "I am learning to read the playing cards." It's the wish card. Okay, I'm wishing for another role. Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. I saw that 9 of Hearts, and I never usually see 9 of Hearts. That's cool. So Bruce is here. Thanks, Bruce, for joining me again. So what have we got here? So anyhow, he says, "Leslie, would you prefer I didn't have conversation with you?" No, of course. So go for it. I love you having conversations. It's not too bad. I've got my iPad here as well, so don't worry about it. It's okay there, Wendy. It's all good. I love it when you guys have conversations. It makes me laugh because I see it all and I go, "Oh yeah, look at it. It's really cute." So Rosie, she says, "I'm trying to move house at the moment. I have a court coming up soon. Is there any method?" So there's the court papers. Okay, so we just found them. So there you go. Yes, messages around issues. So court coming up soon. So I feel like that you're going to be moving house there, Rosie, and I feel like that's going to be around April. So yeah, and I feel like the court orders is going to be there's going to be court orders, and they're going to be forcing you or make it, or you'll have to move house because you won't like what they're going to say, but it's going to be better in the long run. Okay, so I feel like you're dodging bullets there. That's all I can say about court because I'm not a lawyer. I can say stuff about the medical because I'm a qualified trainer assessor, but I can't always say everything about the law, even though I see it. I can just say there's a contract, or you'll be going to court or something like that. I can't tell you exactly what to do with it. So, and I'll leave that there. So we've got here, just trying to catch up. Post up your messages. So we've got here Julie Polgate. She said, "Hey Les, The Secret is on Netflix as well." Okay, so it's on Netflix and it's also on YouTube. And for you there too, Julie, my right hand is really itchy, so that means right to receive money. So let me know how much money I feel like $200 or $2,000 or something like that's coming up for you. So I don't know why. It might be me that's going to get the money, hopefully. So I'm just going to say hello to some people on Instagram. So we've got Sam Louise 1909. Thank you for joining me. Summit, thank you, 253. So 253 is my birthday as well. So there you go. You must be a legend. No. So 25th of March is my birthday. So Destiny Marie, she said Andrew wore those. You tuned into him yesterday. Oh, okay, right. There you go. Thank you. So Melvin Peter, she says, "Worried about my future, would love a reading, please." So Melvin, there's nothing to worry about. So stop worrying to have a worrying future, if that makes sense. If nothing's happened, then accept what it is right now. Okay, so a lot of people try and live in the future and they try and worry about the future for no reason at all when nothing's happened. So if you worry about something happening, something is going to happen because you're right either way. If you worry about something not happening, it's not going to happen, if that makes sense. Okay, so you need to plant seeds so that you're manifesting the right situations to come up with regards to going forward. Because if you don't think about if I say to myself all the time, "Oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, I'll get by till the end of the week," sure as ever, what's going to happen? I will get by till the end of the week. Okay, so that's how spirit works, and it's important to understand too that the whoops, hang on a second. I'm just trying to grab something here. Grab the actual advertisements. So it's important to understand spirit too, because if you have a spirit that's really receptive to you and that's really, really on point and delivers everything that you think or that you don't want. Because if I say to myself, oh, I don't want this to happen, I don't want that to happen, sure as ever, what's going to happen? It's going to happen because I've manifested it not to happen, but it's spirit doesn't know, or the universe doesn't know if it's a good thing, a positive thing, or a negative thing. All it knows is literal stuff. It doesn't know what it is. It's like I say to spirit, I want a black dress, and it gives me a black dress, but it gives me the wrong size because I haven't stipulated the size, or it hasn't given me the right length, or the sleeves are too long, or you know what I mean, Melvin? So you actually have to start thinking about what you do want and not what you don't want, because you won't be suffering with the anxiety and the worry in the future. Okay, so when you plan ahead, you plan to succeed, not to fail. And I'll leave that there. Thank you.
Live 90.5, broadcasting to the hills, Parramatta and Cumberland. We are the Insight Intelligence Group, specialising in Australian corporate investigations and information risk management, workplace investigations, competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management, internal.
Just got a few ads, guys, and I need a drink.
Proactive Insight Intelligence Group works with you to ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide or global, facts, not opinion. 02 882
Okay.
Insight Intelligence.
So we'll just say hello to some people here. Hi, guys. If you have a question, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We'll keep going with this. I'm going to announce the actual. Oh, I've got some confirmation here. Beautiful. I'm going to announce the colors. Okay, guys. So stay with me. I'm just going to push these ads through because that's part of the process here at Live 90.5. So let's keep going through this. I'm just going to scroll forward so that I can see. Okay, we've got a few validations. Okay, there we go. So we've got this one. Okay. Yeah, it's on Netflix, that's right. So there's a beautiful validation, guys.
Parramatta College. Enroll today. Call 9687-2072. That's 9687-2072. Or visit parramattacollege.edu.au.
Dogs are awesome. Think about it. When you give them a little love, they'll give you their heart.
Okay, just getting that all set up.
How good you look, or
Yep.
even how bright you
We've got
are.
another minute.
For you. That's why we
Oh, dear.
They take care of people in need by helping out with everyday tasks, from opening doors to emptying the washing machine, to help us share the
Oh, I thought someone got the colour there. What's my colours, actually? So we've got about 34 seconds.
Have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral with none of the ongoing premiums that is associated with funeral insurance?
Let's have another drink.
Can get you started.
It gets really hot in here.
Funerals, a family-owned and operated business with 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900.
Going back on air, guys.
Or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Port Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor.
Alive 90.5.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Leslie Spalaviro, and I'm streaming live across 6 platforms tonight, including Instagram. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I do this every Monday night from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock so that people can see a genuine, real psychic medium. I stream eight hours a week for free so that I can actually, I did this, I started this about 2 years ago because I was tired of all the charlatans out there ripping people off. So if they want to challenge me, come on, bring it on. I love it. So I've just got a validation here from Destiny Marie. She says, Andrew, whom you tuned into yesterday, has his ear gauged. Okay, right. Does that mean that there's the hole in it? I think that's what that means. So we just played a game for our first hour, and all the viewers here on the live page on my Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, I play a game, Are You Psychic? And I asked them to give me the 2 colors that I wrote down. So I didn't see anybody come up with the colors, but if you have, I'm going to put it up on the screen now. So here it is. Okay, so it's red and black. Those were the two colors. All right, guys. So I'm going to choose 3 numbers now. Okay. So the numbers are going to be between 0 and 10. So the 3 numbers I'm going to choose are, and I'm not telling you, of course, which is what I've done once before. Okay, so I've written my numbers down, and I've just mucked up one of them. And you guys tell me if you're psychic. So are you psychic with playing that game? You're going to be writing or tuning into spirit and letting me know the numbers between 3 numbers between 0 and 10. Okay, if you get one of them right or 2 of them right, I'll give it to you. Okay, so let's keep going. So I mean, if you get 2 or 3 of them right, I'll give it to you. So what have we got here? Let's keep going. Okay, what's this one here? Leslie, when you seen the walker, it was correct. I will be able to balance soon without it. Oh, lovely. Yes. Now, I know for a fact, I used to do a lot of rehab there, Wendy, when I used to do all my personal training clients. And most of the times it's weak what do you call them? Glute minimus muscles and glute medius muscles. So have a look at them, play it back, have a look at their muscles and see how you can get the physio to actually strengthen them. And I feel like that's going to change your life. They're loving. That's good for back pain. So we've also got here Sharon Serp said, thank you for guiding me into feeling I have made the right decision in taking a new position. My question is in the next few weeks, will I start to feel I can do the job without help from other? Of course you can, lovey. You're not going to get any worse. You're going to get better. Of course you can. You've got to think positive. You've got to have some positiveness, some beautiful, like saying, I can do this attitude. You know, when you think negative, you're going to be negative. It's going to be negative for you. So then they're going to see that. Okay. So you have to actually say, you know what, I can get it. Write it down. Make sure there's 3 ways that people learn. It's by the ear, the visual, and the writing, the visual. Okay, so make sure that you write things down and review it. Practice makes perfect. Okay, Sharon, I just feel like you're going to be perfectly fine. So, oh, beautiful, Destiny Marie. Happy birthday, Destiny Marie. So everybody on Facebook, say hello to her, please, because that's beautiful. Let's see what we got here. So Vanessa Brown, she said confirmation. It's very long. She says, thank you, Leslie. You are correct. I do go for the same type of man, laughing out loud. She said, you told me a few weeks ago that I would get a caravan and travel. I thought you were crazy. She says, I now have a van. And she says, I have started stripping it. Do you see any issues with me driving the van? I have also applied for a job in Norfolk. Will it happen? Yes, lovey, go for it. Okay, just go for it. If you have just got yourself a van, you could do anything you want. It's like they're saying to me, like the man in the van, but you're not. You're the female in the van. It's so cool. All right. I just feel like you're going to do really, really well. So Lucinda, she says, hi, I found a lawyer for my property settlement. I didn't hear back from you, but trust I'm on the right path. Can spirit confirm the man I'm using is good? Ooh, I might have to just touch base with you off air because I don't like talking about lawyers. So I'm not allowed to talk about that because I'm not qualified in that area. But message me, will you, please? So that'll be better. I've got here Kelly Bourke, Bourk. She says, hi, Leslie, just heard about your great page and was wondering if you had anything for me. Yes, I do. Thank you for the compliment too. So Kelly, so we'll just do a general for you, lovey. So what I'm getting for you is a number 8 and the number 9 around you. So what's that month? So I've got August for you, and I also feel like September is very busy. So coming up also in July, there's going to be busy times for you. And they're just saying to me that you're an idea person and that you're very creative with your mind. So if you're thinking about doing a business or if you're thinking about doing something like that, and I can see you slapping, it's like slapping a partner, just going, oh my God, is that what you do? Like, do you slap your partner and say, oh my God, like this? I just feel like that you're extremely OCD as well. So when you do your stuff, you actually put a lot of effort into it. There's a lot of thought. So there's a lot of planning ahead for you as well. So, and I also feel like for you that 3 months time, things are going to backflip, things are going to change for you. Okay. So it's like you're on one path now and all of a sudden you get this light bulb moment. You're going to say, nope, I'm doing this. All right. and it's going to work for you. So keep your chin up and make sure that you're looking beyond where you are right now, because I feel like that you're looking down at the moment and you're not looking ahead. So when you start looking ahead, that's when things are going to change around in your environment as well. And I'll leave it there, lovey. If you could validate that, that would be amazing. Thank you. So we've got another validation here. So she says, Destiny Marie, she says, another validation. Andrew was talking about his aunt Michael's mum. Okay, right, beautiful. Thank you. What else have we got here? So let's do the numbers, guys. So we've got Claire Dodson. She says, any love interest on my horizon, Leslie? So Claire, I feel like that's going to be another 8 to 9, maybe 10 months. It's saying to be 8 to 10. So August to October, and I feel like it might be even to run into next year, lovey, because I just feel like that this is time for you. And they're saying to me, this is your year, this is your moment. They're saying to you, this is your time to shine. So look after yourself, get all your ducks in a row for yourself, get everything set up, so that you've got no luggage, no baggage, nothing for when you meet the man, and manifest what you want. You'll get what you want, lovey. So what's going on in my page? Julie Polgo says spirit drink. Yes. Oh dear. Imagine if I drank. Oh my God. Anne Williams, she says, will me and my guy recover from the situation we are having at the moment and move forward together in the relationship, please? Look, I just feel like for you guys, look, I get it's really tough, and I feel like that relationship is far around. I feel like it might be either, I don't know why, but I'm going to say it, a baby. I don't know why. I just got to say it. And I feel like that the number 2 years or things that just need to settle. And I don't know why I'm getting 2 years. 2 years ago, something's not right. I also get the number 4 around you. So what's the 2 and the 4? So we've got the month of February, which is now, and I get the month of April as well. And I also feel like that my left leg, and my back is just killing me. So I don't know why. What's going on there? And I feel like my left leg in my hamstring is pinging. It's got pain there, or you've pulled something, or something's not right. So, and I'll leave that there. And a lot of anxiety around you as well. So have a look at the big picture for me there, Anne, and just make sure that you're on the right track with yourself before you actually, look at other people, and bring it back to basics with the relationship. If I always say this too, love should never hurt. And if it's hurting, then it's not right, is it? It's like you hit the nail on the head with the hammer. How many times do you have to realize that it hurts, when you actually do that? So it's time for a change, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in just a relationship. I mean that for yourself to start thinking different. Okay, and that'll start to make sense later. So we've got Anne Williams says, will me and my guy recover? Okay, we've done that one. So I'll keep going. I'm trying to get as many done as I can. And Melvin Peters says, thank you. What I really meant was, what can you tell me about things happening in my future? Sorry, Leslie. I think I'll leave it there, because I want to do other people, and I've already read you, so we can do you another night. Okay, right. So Destiny said, that's what I saw. I saw that big hole in the actual, is that what they call it, a gauge? A hole in the earlobe itself. Right. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't have it because I think it would kill, but yeah, I'll leave it there. So Destiny, dang, I almost said red and yellow. 6, 7, and 9. No. So I've got all these numbers are coming through. So put them in order, okay? Don't put them out of order. Put them in order for me. That's the first secret to it, okay? So put them in order. Ooh. So if anybody got the last colors, then let me know. I'd like to announce it for you. So we've got all these numbers coming out. It's beautiful. So keep going. So if you've just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. I'm just going to wave hello to everybody on Instagram. Hey, thanks for joining me. I do private readings. I also do group readings. I probably will roll out. I'm just a bit busy helping humanity at the moment, so I probably will roll out some live shows soon. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio Angels on Air, if you'd like to have a reading with me. I do remote viewing, so it's exactly how you see it out of your eyes. I see holograms of spirit next to me. I get the feeling, I get the numbers, the names, the hearing, I get the smells, I get everything. So Not all psychics can be a medium. So the difference is that a psychic can do past, present, and future, and then a medium can actually talk to the past loved ones. Okay, that's the difference. So my messages are on YouTube. Okay, right. So let's just keep scrolling forward. So we've got any more validations? So Destiny says, thank you, sending love and light. Thank you. So Destiny says, my car's done in red and black too. How weird, maybe. Oh wow, a validation. Yes, true. So she's got a I saw that. So what do we got here? So Lucinda said, okay, I won't ask a legal question. Oops, a general would be great. So let's go back to Lucinda. Let's go there. Is anybody on Instagram got any questions for me? I can see you watching me here, and I'll just say hello to Gardner and 1968. Legends Alive is here, and thanks for joining me. I've got quite a few people on there now, so let me know if you've got a question, guys. Come over to my page; it'd be great. I just want to check something too, because I've got a validation here from Vanessa Brown. She says, confirmation, thanks Leslie, you are correct. I do go to the same type of men. I think I've done this one. Reducing the issues with the van. Okay. No, that's fine. I've done that one, done that validation. Wow. There's a few coming up. So yes, I'll come back to you guys. So post up your questions so that I can see them. Melvin Peterson, thank you. What I really meant was I've done that one. Yes, the whole lobe. Wow. I've got all the numbers. Let's go scroll forward. It's a lot of messages coming through, and it's quite hard to keep up when I'm by myself. So I've just got to keep going. I've got to read, I've got to make sure the system runs right, and I've also got to make sure that I pull in spirit right as well. So you can imagine what my brain's doing. One of my psychic friends, she said, you've got 8 brains, Leslie. And I said, oh, thanks. So it's quite funny, but that's probably right. We'll have to doing this. So what else we got here? Okay. All right. I'm just looking to see if there's any validations here while I'm going forward. Okay, so there's no more. So we'll just keep going. So I'm going back to Lucinda, and she says, I won't ask legal questions. Any general questions will greatly be appreciated. So we're just doing a general for you now. So I also get the number 21 around you. So 2 and 1 is 3. So you've got March month as well. I also get James. Why do I get James around you? So who is that? And I also get pain underneath my my rib cage here and just in the center of my stomach. So I feel like there's either gallbladder or something's not right there, or indigestion, or you can't, like the acid reflux or something like that. There's somebody around you with that. If that's not you, it's either Sandra Dorr or Destiny or Anne Williams or somebody like that. Maybe Amy Kitchener, somebody like that. I just feel strongly that there's issues with the gut there. I'm also getting the right hip. So something's not right with the right hip, if that makes sense. And I feel like also for you going forward, there's a little bit of miscommunication. I feel like this is outside of the home environment, but it's also going to come into the home environment. So you need to pull back the reins as well. And I think you know what I mean by that. It's actually important that you step back and just look like the spider on the wall. I know that's simple advice, but it's going to work for you. Okay, saying zip it up, zip it up, zip it up. All right, so don't talk too much and keep the assumptions and opinions to yourself, because it's important that you don't escalate that anymore, because it's like putting fuel to the fire. Okay, so don't put any more fuel to unnecessary fire, and it's all going to settle down. So just going forward with people for that as well. And this is not just about you, Lucinda. It's when people are agitated, when people are angry, and they've got different opinions, there's no point throwing more fuel to the fire. It's all about stepping back, having a look at the big picture, and then making your point and your factual points, not with emotion. So when you do things with emotion, it doesn't work for you in your favor. Okay, it can be explosive, it can be unsettling for all the other people that witness it. So, and I'm not just saying this about you, Lucinda. It's got that's just for a general thing for everybody else. So I'm just going to scroll forward, guys. So keep posting up your messages to me. So Destiny Marie, she says, does Andrew have any messages for his family that would be undeniable for the non-believers? So why am I getting, so Destiny, why am I getting, and I know I'm being drawn to you again, but I feel like this guy, Andrew, why am I getting tattoos? Why am I feeling that I've got something not right with my right rib cage or right side of my rib area there as well, and also my back is killing me. So the top part of my back, my shoulders, there's something not right there as well with this man. It's either you or that man. I also get the number 8 and 18 around you. So the number 8's are August. So I feel like that 18 is significant as well. I also get like, why, I don't know why, but they just said Fred Bear, and I don't know what that means, Fred Bear. I have to say it. Is there a special bear, or there's something that was handed down, or some teddy bear or something like that that I see? This looks like an old, an old sort of, like the one that they used to drag around with their blankie. That's what I'm seeing as well. They're showing me that. So I don't know who that is or what that is about, but I have to say it. Otherwise, the messages will stop and I'll leave it there. I think they'll know what that is. Actually, I've got to go back. They show me a frame on the wall, and it's a family, and it looks like it's in black and white or dark antique colors, if that makes sense as well. And I feel like that has moved. So when you see that frame with that family members in it, the frame has actually moved, and it looks like it's pivoted to the left. Okay, so it's on an angle to the left. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've got lots of numbers coming through. So pick 3 numbers. We're doing the game Are You Psychic? And I usually like to help people. So we've done the colors, and it was black and red for the colors for the first hour that I chose. I don't know who got that one, but congratulations if you did. However, we're also doing the numbers as well for the second round. So I've chosen 3 numbers. So choose the 3 numbers or ask your spirit. So let's keep going through. And I feel like the next person's got something not right with their arm. They're itchy on their arm, and I'll leave it there. Okay. So we've also got here GKG. Hello, Leslie. This is Mary Grace McHugh. She says, what is coming up for 2022 for me about love, work, and money? Do you think my plans buying another house, I'll be able to achieve? Yes, you will be able to achieve anything, lovey, because you're already thinking about it. Okay, so you're already thinking about buying it. You just have to do it. You just have to put all the steps in place. Okay, so like I said earlier, when you plan to succeed, you will succeed. If you don't plan, you're not going to succeed. Okay, so that's really important for you, because you're like an OCD person as well. You like to have everything, all your ducks in a row. And I'll leave that there. I just feel like that things are going to go right for you because you like to plan ahead. They're just also saying to me, save your pennies, plan that money, and look for the worst house in the best street, and you'll make some money out in the future as well. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Sarah Jane Louise McBride, such a long name. She says, how are you, Leslie? I'm missing your shows. School's back. She says 2 colors, red and white. Anything I need to know coming up? So going back to you, Sarah. I just feel like there's a bit of anxiety around you there, Sarah. And I also feel like going forward, there's have you been getting pain on the left side of your face, or like eye vision, or something's not right with the eyes? Because I feel like I can't see now, and like you probably need glasses, or to update the glasses, or whatever's going on with the eyes. And I feel like you need to do those eye exercises where you look at the your finger and bring it towards your nose. That's what they're showing me. They're giving me tips on that. I also see for you too. There's a lot of little happy obstacles, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of things coming up that's going to be happy, but they're going to be obstacles because you've got to do a lot more work for it, okay? And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've also got, okay, so Destiny Marie says, my brother's middle name is James. Okay, great. So I found the James. That's awesome. Thank you. I knew it was somewhere around there. What else have we got here? But he hasn't complained. Okay, so Rosie Stevens says, I think her move may be April, and I'm hoping my move will be a lot sooner. Also, I think maybe my back is flipping in around 6 months. Business ideas, unsure which contracts. Okay, well then keep that in mind because things are coming up. Okay. So what have we got here? So Destiny Marie says, telling me not to share my ability, and I have a bad habit of doing the exact fueling of the fire. Yeah. Okay. So Rosie says I've got children's court coming up. Okay. So I did see that. Yeah. I feel like that you'll go fine with that. So keep a straight face, keep, and make sure when you walk into the courtroom that the judge and the magistrates are always watching you as soon as you put that foot in that door. Okay. So make sure that you're confident and that you're competent as well. So Destiny Marie, she says, I had a wolf on the right side of his back shoulder. Ah, there's the tattoo. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. 8 months is my twin siblings were born. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. So hitting the nail on the head with you tonight. They all got bears of his clothes. Oh, there you go. As I saw the teddy bear. Yes. A photo moved to the left. I'll validate that tomorrow. Yes, please, because that's really important. Because they showed me clearly the photo moving to the left, and it's like, yes, okay, you've got to look to the left, to see it. And I'll leave that there. So we've got Kelly Marie Roberts. She says, hello, lovely and high spirit. I feel positive about a job I went for today, but I was also offered a more intensive job as well. Oh, well done. Good job. Which one suits me best? Please, can I have a read? I just feel like that the more intensive one's going to keep you more interested. That's what I feel. You could take either. They're both going to be just as good for you. So, flip a coin, they're saying to me. Flip that coin, girl. Go for either one. And if I was you, I would be making sure that you keep busy enough, because it's going to do your head in, because you're a mind person. It's like bang, 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 bang. You need to actually make sure that you're ticking along, at a good speed. Otherwise, you'll go, oh my God, this is boring. So, and I'll leave that there. We've got another validation from Destiny. She says, validation on my numbers. She says, my twin siblings were born in August and turned 18 that this past August. Oh, right. That's beautiful. So we got that too. Beautiful. Thank you. So I'm on fire with you tonight. Okay. And Anne Williams says, my guy is James. Okay, beautiful. So we've got 2 James here. Right. So there we go. So I had the James around when I did the reading for Lucinda. So yes. And does James does James need a like a welfare check? Because I don't feel like he's thinking straight at the moment, and I don't mean that as if he's crazy or anything like that. I just feel like his mind's somewhere else. He's preoccupied. He's got a bit of worry at the moment. Okay, and I feel like that either could be medical or something around financial as well. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So Sarah Jane Louise, she said, whoa, she says, I had an eye operation, lazy eye, when I was 13, and 30 odd years later, the scars are becoming really grey. Only just found my glasses today. Oh, well, there you go. That's why I saw it. I couldn't see. What are we going to do here? I can't talk anything, Amy, about any tests or anything like that, lovey. I'm not a doctor. I can guide you to things, but I can't say that your tests are going to be clear or whatever like that. I can't do certain things with medical and legal. So we can say that, for legal, any psychic medium, they can say that, oh, you have a case coming up, or it's going to be fine or whatever, but we can't say do this in the case, do that in the case, and the same as medical too, lovey. So I'll leave that there. So we've got Donna Maria Higney. She says, hello, everyone. I'm from Belfast, Northern Ireland, UK. Thanks for joining me. That's so cool. Thank you again, because I saw you come up the other night as well. That's beautiful. What else have we got here? Oh, that's beautiful. So GKG Shoot, she says, thank you, Leslie. You made me happy. Good. If I can make one person happy a day, that makes me happy too. So Destin Marie, she said, no, thank you for all the advice on how to channel spirit. You're welcome. Absolutely welcome. If anybody needs mentoring, you can actually book me in for a session to do mentoring with you as well. And Sarah Jane, she says, my son was born the 18th of the 8th, 2018. Oh, wow. All those lucky 8 numbers. So you've got 3 8 numbers in there, Sarah. So look up the 888 numbers for the angel numbers for yourself. It's amazing. It's beautiful. That's like a destiny number. See, and guess what follows behind is the destiny lady again. She's come behind. So she says, my brother Cody James found our mother with his twin sister. Okay, right. Fair enough. Okay. So we've got another validation here. We've got Kelly Marie Roberts. She says, thank you. You're right. The second job is on site, so I have to access to computers and printers and photocopies that will be able to help me with all the court battles ahead of me. Awesome. She says, I have my son's phone back from police and they've damaged it, like you warned me about previously. Ah, wow. That is crazy. Wow. Well, that is awesome. So, Kelly, yes, I do feel like there's more information coming up for you, lovey. Like I said last time, and I've always kept to my word with what I've said. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Thanks for that validation. So we've got Sharon Surplus's validation. Thank you. I am projecting positive thoughts in my new job. Beautiful. She says, I am expecting too much of myself as this new job is very out of the box for me. Lovey, don't stop saying that. You actually got the job because they thought you could do it. So you need to actually just do it. Okay, so start thinking, stop doubting yourself and start thinking. It's really, really important that you continue with really, really like if they've got the high expectations of you, lovey, they're actually going to be relying on you for all this stuff. But I do feel like that you got the job because you are good at it. They would not have given it to you if you didn't. So look at it from that perspective, Sharon. Okay, stop doubting yourself, lovey. So Lucinda said validation. Yes, bad indigestion. Yes, so thank you, Sarah. We've got Kelly said, the gift you give selflessly is inspiring. You're beautiful. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being so kind as well. So we've got a game that's happening at the moment, which is choose the 3 numbers that I've chosen on the beginning of the second round of my second hour. So we've also got a person on Gardner1968 on Instagram and says, I'm on both, laughing out loud, going back to Facebook. Fair enough. I don't know what your name is on Facebook, but that's a classic. So, and I'll leave that there. So I'm going to go backwards here. I'm going to try and find these validations. So where are we up to? We've got to scroll forward here. There's a lot to do here in the studio. So we've got here Sandra Dorr, she's chosen 268. We've got Donna Marie, she's chosen 268 as well. Isn't that bizarre? Both of you chose the same numbers. How cool is that? So GKG, she said, Leslie, my house number is 35 equals to 8. Well, there you go, lovey. Beautiful. That's beautiful. So look up the angel numbers 8 there, GKG. Look up the angel numbers. It's going to be really significant for you. And then they're going to pop up more often. So if you have at times you see numbers all the time, and you also, okay, so that's Teresa Gardner. She's got, okay, I get it. So Teresa Gardner's on Facebook as well as Insta. That's cute. Well done. Thank you. I don't know how you did that, but where were we up to? There we go. So yeah, if you've got numbers that you see all the time, for example, I post it up on my pages all the time. I see numbers like the 1111 on the 11th, and that's so powerful, those numbers, those angel numbers. So you're all assigned with angels before you're even thought of. You're assigned with a timeline of events that happen and occur before you're born. You actually get assigned, apparently you get assigned spirits and spirit guides and things like that, and you need to start using them. So talk to your angels. If you're in some heartache, if you're in some sorrow at the moment, make sure that you talk to those people that have passed so that you can get some guidance from them, okay? Because they will guide you, they will give signs. It's like they're on the other side of the fence and they're jumping up and down going, oh my God, they still can't see me. I've been doing this, I've been doing that, blah, blah, blah. I need to come to a medium, or I need to do this to be able to see anything. So post up the numbers that you got for me so I can see what you've got. If you've got double numbers or 111 or 222. So Donna Marie says, I see 222 all the time. That's beautiful. So look those numbers up, because that's actually your angels talking to you and guiding you and saying, well, this is the number here for you. So look that up, because it's going to be a change, or it's like the 555 is a change. I'm just going to grab my little cheat sheet that I have. So the 222 numbers is the right one. It says the right place, right time. Trust in what you want. Don't think of things you don't want when you see this number. So there you go. So if you're receiving lots of numbers, look them up because they actually mean something, and it'll just resonate, and it'll just make sense with what's going on in your life at that time. So I also wanted to talk about karma as well tonight, and so if you've I'll give you the perfect example. I had a PT client many years ago, and her ex-husband I should say, used to abuse her and abuse the children. Anyway, they divorced, etc. I saw her, probably would have been, oh my God, 4 or 5 years later, and she was a bit upset. And I said, I saw her at the grocery store, and I said, well, what's wrong? What's happening? And she turned around and said to me, well, I'm going to visit my ex-husband tonight in hospital. I said, oh, that's not good. I said, what happened to him? She said, well, remember when I used to tell you that he used to abuse me all the time? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, he's got throat cancer now. So that's what happens to people. Okay, so angel people, if you're a good person and you're not doing anything wrong, but you're getting snookered, or you're getting, bullied, or whatever the case may be, just send them off. Just send them love and light. Just send them off, because it'll come back and bite you. Okay, so you know that you can always do little tricks of the trade, like just putting them on your hand as a little tiny little smurf, and then you blow them away and send them into the love and light, and watch the wind in their hair and just get rid of them. And within 2 weeks' time, they'll be gone. And trust me, that sounds exactly as crazy as it sounds as I'm saying it. But I'm telling you now, it works. And I've done that twice myself, to send people away, to get them away from me. And sure as ever, it works. Okay. So if you don't understand that, private message me, or contact me some on one of my pages, and I will get back to you with that. Okay. So I've got Destiny Marie again. She says, I am proof I am proof just from yesterday. Some advice: if you're feeling low, envision yourself and spirit surrounding you with white light to keep the negative away. 746. That's right, honey. That's exactly right. So Tracy gets the 1111 and the 444s. That's beautiful. So what's the 444? The 444 is protection there, Tracy. So it says, and isn't that funny? It says the universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts and your environment when you see this number. Ooh, that's beautiful. So the 111 is intuition. So encourages you to keep following your spirit. You're on the right path. If you see this, listen to your gut and your heart. That's beautiful. So what else do we get? So just talking about karma. So has anybody had any experience with karma? I want to hear from people, because I seem to be doing all the talking about karma, but I know that if anybody's nasty to me, if anybody does anything to me, because I'm such an angel and I try never to do anything wrong to anybody, I don't have one vindictive bone in my body. Doesn't matter what you do to me. I just absolutely cut ties and move completely on. I do not give them the time of day. My silence is absolutely deadly. I just do not bother with them anymore, because I do not want to put my good energy into people that don't deserve it. Okay, that's how I think of it. And if you lie to me, God help it. I cannot stand liars. That's the highest point for me. So Kelly Marie Roberts, she says, I watched a nasty principal that would scream in kids' faces. In kids' faces, I don't understand what she's saying. Until they wet themselves or started crying. He got bowel cancer and can't scream at anyone anymore. Karma does come back 3 times. Exactly. And if you're nasty to an angel, or if you're nasty to somebody that's a good person, karma will give you a bonus as well. So that's really important to understand that. So if you're constantly doing things to people and you're getting away with it, you're not going to get away with it for too long, because it's going to come back and bite you, and it's going to be painful, and I've seen it so many times, guys, So Destiny Marie, she says, Michael's van, the first round from our rough patch, he rear-ended, oops, the screen just jumped. He rear-ended a truck. The second, just the other day, the hood was unlatched and smashed the windshield on the highway. Wow. Geez, So we've got Sharon. She says, my husband always has the numbers 916. These numbers turn up in bank account numbers, phone numbers, rego plate numbers. I constantly think these numbers are related to his guides or relatives that have passed over. So if you add those numbers together, what do those numbers add up to there, Sharon? Because I'm hopeless at numbers. So add them up and then let me know, and I'll read what that number means on here. So it'll come to a number. So we've got 10, we've got 16. So that's 16, that's 7. You got lucky number 7. There you go. It's his lucky number 7. See, I added up that really quick there, Spirit, because Spirit knows that I can't add to save my life. So that's why he gets me to add all the numbers. So we're just going back over to the iPad here, just in case I've missed something. So if you're on one of my pages, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and let me know what type of karma you've experienced or somebody you've seen that happened to. Now, I've got another little story with that as well. When I was about, I was about 17 or 18, and one of the managers of the business, he was the general manager of the company, he was used to scream all the time at the sales reps and say, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And I used to write all the minutes and stuff like that. I used to be petrified to go into these meetings. And then I was such a wussy. And then sure as ever, about a year later, I was there and we had the big manager, the big boss come up from Melbourne. And sure as ever, the general manager that was in Sydney got demoted to a sales rep, and then one of the sales reps that used to tear threads off actually got promoted to the general manager. So what's the saying? They say, be careful how you treat people on the way up because you'll meet them on the way down. And I swear blind by that one. So Kelly says, any good karma also comes back just as much. Good deeds are recognized and acknowledged. Yes, 100%. Sharon says, sorry, I can't add up. Yes, 7. Destiny, she said, if you have time, does Andrew have anything specific for Michael? Andrew for Michael. Okay, let me do this one. So Andrew for Michael, Destiny. I don't know why, but I'm actually getting a really sore jawbone here, and I feel like there's something not right with the jaw, and I feel like I need to talk through my nose. So what's going there? Show me with something that's not right with the nose. And I feel like I've got to pull gauzes out of my nose. That's what I'm getting for that as well. And I also see that the eyes are, it's like their eyes was, I don't know, but I feel like I can't breathe. I can't talk. I'm in shock. That's what I'm getting from. Okay, so I just feel like I can't talk. I don't know what's going on in the background, but I feel like I can't talk. And they're showing me bed. They're showing me hospital. They're also showing me holding hand. Okay, so they're holding hand and rubbing the hand and saying it's okay, it's goodbye time or something like that. That's what I'm getting as well. And I also feel like the number 13 around these guys are significant. So number 4, which is April month coming up. They're also giving me pain in my left toes as well. So did he lose his toes, or there's circulation issues going on with the feet or that leg or something? And I can't feel my left leg. Okay. Did he have his leg amputated? Because I feel, or it should have been, or gangrene or something. I don't know what's going on there. It just feels like I can't feel it because there's nothing, no sensory feeling in that leg anymore. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So Wendy Harvey says, karma is real for sure. I've seen and experienced it many times throughout life, and I am a firm believer in karma, 100% there, Lovey. So it's really important that Michael has mucus. Okay, righto. I'm not sure where that's going, but Teresa Gardner says, I think the older you get, the more you realize karma is real. 100%. Like, you're tough. When you're young, you're tough and you can do this and you can do that. But when you get older, you go, oh my God, like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? And a lot of people actually tell me in the readings and stuff that they regret some of the stuff that they've done to people in the past. And then, and once they start to, release that energy from themselves, their soul becomes lighter, if that makes sense. So lucky number 013, no. So we keep going. Will I daddy be okay? Will my daddy be okay, please, Donna Marie? I feel like that your dad's not going to give up with anything quite so soon. Okay, so be positive more there, Donna Marie, and make sure that you're planting the right seeds for the universe to deliver the messages, okay, and to deliver the right things. So, and I'll leave it there. So we've also got here. Donna Marie, Destiny Marie, she says, maybe him describing them when they found out about his passing, the family, when they said goodbye. I'll ask about 13. His uncle Rodney got his foot cut off. Oh, okay, right, from something, circulation. Okay, right. That's why I couldn't feel my foot. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for the validation. That's really, really sad. Like, yeah, I still can't feel my foot. So that's how bad it was. It's like the all nerves were severed. That's what I see. Like I see the leg, I see the blood, I see everything, and I just get the whole nerves were severed. And it's like he's even because he didn't realize that his foot was cut. He's even tried to walk to sit down, if that makes sense. But he couldn't walk properly because he's clearly his foot was cut. So and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But we've got numbers happening here. So are you psychic? And tell me about a time about with your karma, if you've ever had anything karma that you've known. So and I'll leave that there. So are you psychic? Tell me what numbers I've actually written down on my paper. I've written down 3 numbers. It was from between 0 and 10. I do this often so that I can help my followers to, mentor them online, on air, so that they can actually become better at what they do with their gifts, because a lot of people out there are suffering and they need help from, good people that actually have a gift like me, but they don't know how to use it. I also see here, what do we got here? So Desmarie, she says, I am glad I can put the validations together. Michael's mum took care of him. Okay, beautiful. Donna Marie, she says, my ex was really bad to me and kids. Oh, yeah. So, look, if he hasn't had that come around now there, Lovey, he's going to have that come around sooner or later, because it always catches up. And he'll get a bonus as well. So there's no need for nastiness. If you're not happy in a relationship, you just move on. Okay, there's no need for nastiness, no need for anything that's going to burn the bridge as hard and fast as it can be made. So it's important to realize that there are a lot of nasty people out there, but once they start to realize it's going to come back to them, that's when they start to fall back on their own feet, and then they regret what they've done. So you might get an apology, you might get things like that, but once bitten, twice shy. That's what I see as well. So tell me what numbers you have. And if you've got a question on Instagram, please come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Or if you've got a question there, I can answer that on Instagram as well. So I stream live 8 hours a week for free. I do Monday nights, and every Monday night at a live 90.95 FM. Nearly got that wrong. A live 90.5 FM. And that's from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I also stream live on a Tuesday night just from home, so I can help the people around the world. And that's from 10 till midnight, as well as another radio station on Wednesday night at 8 till 10 p.m. So I try and help out everybody. I try and help across the world. I also, last week I went down to, on Friday, one of my followers, Tash Flowers, she messaged me. I said this earlier. She messaged me and said, where's the address at to help, feed the homeless and things like that, and go down there and support, a good cause for humanity. And I said, well, it's the following week that we're going down the 11th. She says, oh, well, I'm dressed now. I'm going to go down. So I had to drop everything and change all my plans so I could go down and see her, because I couldn't have her go there and be there by herself without me, when I've invited everybody. So, but if you have any clothes, or if you have anything that you wish to donate to the homeless, or the people that are just a little bit less fortunate than us, please let me know. Message my page. My page is International Psychic Medium Leslie Spolaviro, and Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and let me know what you have to donate. If you can drop it off down to Blacktown this Friday night coming. It's the Friday the 11th. It'll start around 6 p.m. but they serve dinner to the people at around 7 p.m. So if you've got any food or anything, or drinks, or waters, sparkling water, anything, anything that they will accept. And they also accept furniture. They also accept clothing and shoes, baby clothing. They also accept toys, you name it, they will accept, so that they can actually help the homeless people. And it's quite a rewarding thing. And it's, if you feel like you're, down in the dumps and you don't know what to do, then I highly recommend you coming down to this place, and you'll see how lucky you are sometimes, so come down and help out and do something for humanity. And once you give, you will receive. It'll all come back to you. So it's like being grateful for everything that you've got, that you can eat food, that you can put food on the table, that you can actually go and buy a new pair of shoes. You can actually go and buy, new outfits and stuff like that. You can actually go out for dinner because you have money to go out for dinner. Well, it's kind of like, some people are just a little bit less fortunate than us. So we've also got here for some of the examples for karma. What do we got here? Let me just go back a bit. So we've got Destiny. She says, okay, we'll keep going forward. I read that one. Lucinda, she says, is my dad proud I got out of that house and marriage, please? Yes, Lovey, because your dad's very protective, so he's always going to be doing everything right for you, Lovey, okay? So, okay, we'll keep going. Right, so we've got Wendy Harvey. She says, when we are young, we wear blinkers. As we age, it all makes perfect sense. Sad that we don't necessarily get it when we are young. Maybe age and wisdom makes us more open. 100%. So Teresa Gardner, she says, I find now in my 50s, if someone starts saying negative things about people, I just want to pull away from them. Exactly. So, there's a lot of people out there that are jealous. There's a lot of people out there that do the wrong thing. If someone looks prettier than you, or if someone looks, better than you, or dresses better, or whatever, it doesn't matter what they look like on the outside, the shell, it's what's on the inside too, So don't get jealous, people. Don't have an issue with people, because they suffer too, as much as they put this persona up. And this perception up, it's not always what it seems on Facebook. It's not always what it seems on, in front of you. There's always some underlying issue. Not every person is perfect, So we're going to Tracy Breakwell, and she's asking for a general reading. So we've got a general reading for you. So what I get for you is like an elderly lady around you, and I feel like this lady has shoulder length gray hair. It's a little bit wavy as well, and it looks like to me it's got that purple tinge to it, and she's also got light eyes with very pale skin, and she's on a walk. She looks like to me she used to have a walking stick, but then she went to a walker. Very frail lady. She's barely walking. She's got on, even on her feet, she's got those bunions on her feet, so her shoes hurt her feet when she walks. That's why she walks so slow. She says, I would have been able to walk a little bit faster, but my feet were so sore. And she's also shown me the court shoes, the really cute little court shoes as well. And she's got one of those little dresses, like she's very, very tiny lady, but not short. I'm talking about in body, physical. And she's also shown to me too that she used to poke her teeth out. So she's saying to me, I used to have false teeth. She's poking it out. She used to have a gap in one side, like in the part of the tooth area here, and she's showing me something not right with the teeth. Or is that you, Tracy? That's something not right with the teeth there. And I also feel like for her, she had this little cute little like beads on her neck. She's showing me the beads on her neck. And was that passed down, Tracy? Because I feel like either that was passed down. And she's also given me pain, like pinging pain in the back of my right leg as well. It's like she couldn't walk properly. It's like one leg could do one step further than the other, and the other leg was dragging. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with her. And she's also saying to me too that she's shown me butter, and that she used to make her own butter at home and her own soap. And she's also shown me that it looks like to me she was either on a farm, because she looks like the milk was actually fresh as well, if that makes sense. So and she's also shown me the front of the porch of a house as well. So it's like they're saying to me, like the little house on the prairie. And when I hear that all the time, I know it's further in the country, but not directly smack in the middle of the country, if that makes sense. But it's like little house on the prairie where she's got the little rocking chair at the front, the knitting, everything going on, So she's very, very domesticated to make her own stuff at home. Everything was pretty much made at home. She's saying to me, or she's shown me that she had a twitch in her eye as well, because I can't stop twitching. And she's also shown me that the pillows were crocheted, that like they had a little crochet thing on the outside of the material of the pillows. Everything, like the blankets on the lounge, were all crocheted and made. Everything was handmade for her. She's very, very creative, very, very domesticated lady. And she's saying to me, the number 22, number 26 for you, Tracy, as well. And I feel like those numbers, so 22 is 4, so the month of April, and the 26 is the 8, so the month of August as well. So look up the number 8 for you, because that's going to be lucky for you as well. And I'll leave that there. So okay, so Donna Marie says, I am happy now with my partner James, 4 years together, and we are pregnant. Oh, beautiful. Well, congratulations there. It's going to be beautiful. It's so exciting. Gosh, I love it. So what else have we got here? So Destiny Marie said, last time I bother you, but this one's super important. My niece's grandpa died. She was so super close. His name is Buddy. Does he have any messages? I'm pretty sure I read for you last night with Buddy. I remember the name Buddy. So, yes, I remember last night that name. So we're just going to go here. We're going to go Kelly. She says, I was hoping to come for the dinner this Friday night, but I possibly could be working now. Fingers crossed, as I have been in that situation. I love being able to help if I could. I have a lot of clothing. Yes, so let me know there because I want to come and pick up the clothing. If you can't make it, then you might be able to drop it off at the venue. Or just let me, can you please contact me, Kelly, there, if you've got some clothing or anything like that. She says, love makes the world go round, 100%. So we've got Lucinda, and she says, Karma, I knew someone nasty would move into my house and give me neighbor karma. She's it just happened. They were so annoying to sell the house to. I know they are there for his bad karma. Well, there you go, lovey. That's incredible. See how it works? If it doesn't get you directly karma, it'll get you indirectly, or they call it stereotyping. So Andy Daniel, she says, karma is we take up to 10 years, some and for 15 years. Why you help someone they don't give back? Thank you for your light. Well, that's the thing. So if I don't help everybody, it's spirit will stop for me. That's how I see it. So GKG says, someone told me my birthday 2022 isn't good. Is it true? I feel I have fairy watching me. So 22, look up the number 22 there, lovey. I don't know why people say that to you. Don't listen to bad psychics that say that a birthday is no good. If you weren't meant to be born on that day, you wouldn't have been born on that day. So it must be good because your parents would have been so excited and happy to see you. Okay, so don't ever think like that. So here we go. What have we got here? Okay. So Destiny says, it was Bubba, not Buddy. Okay. Different names. Sorry, Andrew's nicknames was Bubba. Okay, but I was asking for a message from Buddy. Okay. I thought it looks the same because my niece has been struggling with grief. Okay. So I just feel like with your niece to let her know that he's always beside her. There's no way that any past loved one stays with me or stays with a psychic medium, a real psychic medium. They don't stay with us, lovey. They always stay hanging around you. And I feel like that your niece sees, ask her, because I feel like that she sees little shadows on her right side, because they just show me that. And they show me that she's spiritual like me as well, but she doesn't know how to use it. And does she get headaches? Because I'm getting a headache. I feel like there's quite and she's not sleeping well as well. So she's getting a few annoying headaches. That's what I'm getting for her as well. And I also see that the number 12 around her, Destiny. So ask her what the number 12 means if it's not her birthday or his birthday or something significant. So you've also got the first, the second, and the third. So the angel number 3, 1, 2, 3. And I also feel like for her too that she's going to be successful with anything and everything that she touches, just like a pot of gold for her. So she once she gets past the grieving, which she will completely 100%, she'll always miss the past loved one, sorry, but she's going to be quite successful. So make her push her into that direction of looking after that part of the future, because that's going to be important. And even though she doesn't understand now, it will be important in the future. That's what I'm getting for her as well. So, and I'll leave that there. So what else have we got here? So I'm going to be back tomorrow night, but I have to go right in about 2 minutes time, guys. So I'm just coming back to the system is jumping so quickly here. Okay, so she said that she's intuitive, and yes, everything resonated. I'm with her every day. That's beautiful. Just keep an eye on her, because these people need love, and they need love, and they need help. That's really important. That's why I do this. I don't do this to be a big fan of myself. I just do this so I can help everybody and make sure that everyone's feeling the love as well. So Wendy Harvey says, love begins on the inside. Most live live people live on the outside, always looking for validation. success, money, security, etc. While all along it is and always what was within you. It takes many years experience to get to this. She said, if you should get this at an early age, consider yourself very blessed. 100%. That's right. So DHANEGA, Elise Horton. I've been trying to get a reading. So Lovey, I'm pretty sure, didn't I read for you earlier? Wow. I'm just going to say for you that things are going to step up for you there, because I feel like that as much as you feel like that you're in the doom and gloom, it's not doom and gloom, okay? So there's a few little obstacles at the moment, but things are going to get really, really positive for you. So keep your chin up there, Lovey. You're going to be fine. Also get Amy Lee Smith. Hello, how are you? I'm not in a good way at the moment. Quite depressed. I am having trouble with my daughter's father's girlfriend. Okay, my daughter's father passed away in August. Is there anything he can advise me on how to deal with her, as she is being very emotionally abusive? Lovey, you do not have to answer to any of that. I know everybody's suffering because of the passing, but you do not have to be abused. Nobody has to be abused. There's no need for it. Bosses, friends, partners, kids, nobody. Okay, so put that in the back of your mind, and if you allow these people to upset you, you're giving them permission to upset you. So when you ignore and move on, I know that's hard to say and it's hard to hear, but Amy, when you accept people and you always allow people to give you, you're giving them permission to upset you. So you say, that's it. I've had enough. Enough is enough. That's what I'm hearing for you, and move on. And you don't have to ignore. You just be polite, because it'll come back. It's just hurt. That's what it is, and it's all about fluffing feathers. I feel like it's like two roosters in a chicken pen trying to catch the right chicken. They're not going to do it, because there's two of them. They're fighting against each other, and the chickens just go, oh, look at these two rat bags. We don't like them anyway. So yeah, look at it from that perspective, Lovey. Okay, and I'll be back here tomorrow night from 10 till midnight. At home tomorrow night, so it's a little bit more relaxed. I can say a few more things that I'd like to say. It's a bit hard on radio sometimes, but anyway, I'll leave it there, and we're going to say good night. So I'm at Alive 90.5 FM. Tomorrow night I'll be from 10 o'clock till midnight at home, and then on Wednesday night on SWA. That's SWA 90. What is that number? I've forgotten the number. Oh my God, they'll shoot me. So anyway, I'll leave it there, and have a great evening, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye.
90.5.
If you'd like to know more about us, jump onto our website.
www.alive905.com.au.
Okay. See you later, guys.
I woke up with a fear this morning, but I can taste your room and tip